Hey guys, what's up? IrishEmerald here, coach of your Wexford Wailords, and welcome to our Week 11 matchup up against Silver Beanie, coach of the Crystal Palossands. And this is our final matchup of the regular season, you guys. If you missed last week's battle, definitely go check it out. We had a lot of drama in that one, unfortunately caused by me. But we are sitting at 5-5, so are the Palossands, and we both need a win to be able to make our way into playoffs. Very, very close to the two of us, and it's not going to be decided until the final day of the season, which, for the neutral, great viewing, it's great watching. But for me, it's quite nerve-wracking. But I am having a ball with it. Definitely make sure to check out Silver B's channel. A link to his channel will be in the description down below. And his team, as you can see above me now, consists of Tapu Fini, Como, which is his Z captain, Galvantula, Cresselia, Chandelure, Mega Gyarados, Golbat, Cradily, Expel, Crocodile, and Doublade. So he's got a couple of interesting stuff there. He's got massive setup in Como and Mega Gyarados. Those things are huge threats. Cresselia is known as a bane, an absolute bane to existence in Draft League format. So that's going to be a tough one to deal with. Golbat has a nice matchup against both my Mega Lopunny and my Tapu Bulu, so that's going to be a little bit difficult if that is bought. And he's got a couple of nice things there. Crocodile, Scarf, Crocodile, Moxie, very scary, and all that kind of stuff. He also has the potential to do for webs over Galvantula, which would really hurt me now, to be fair. But I think we're going to be good. I think we got this, and we should be fine. Tapu Fini as well is a great defogger for him, but I think we should be good. Other than Cradily, I'm Crook, but other than those two, I don't see anything that really wants to set up hazards or bar the webs. So he's got webs, or he's got Cradily and Crocodile that will set up the rock. So that's the general quick analysis. Looking at his team, I realize Mega Lopunny does a lot of work here. So I'm bringing Lola again this week with High Jump Kick, Return, Power Punch, and Fake Out. 84 in HP, 252 in attack, 172 in speed, out of nature. That speed investment allows us to outspeed non-choice Scarf Galvantula, and everything else, if it wants to outspeed me, has to be choice. So it has to be choice Scarf. So happy enough with that. High Jump Kick to smack the Mega Gyarados, smack the Cradily, smack the Explode, smack the Crocodile, smack the Doublade. Get where I'm coming from there. Return is there so as we can hit everything else. Power Punch is there so if someone's in a bit more of a weakened state, we can go for the Power Punch and then get that +1 attack. And then I'm running Fake Out because a very common set on Galvantula is Focus Sash, Sticky Webs, and have that as your suicide lead. So to prevent any of that sort of shenanigans going on, I'm going to leave it I could leave it Mega Lopunny, go for Fake Out, then go for the Return. Galvantula's history. So very, 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 very happy to have that on us this week. Unlike last week where it could have been, it would have been clutch. Looking at the rest of his team, I think Mega Lopunny does a really good job on his team. Chandelure doesn't really like touching it. Mega Gyarados, if it's not got that +1 speed, it doesn't really want to do it. Mega Lopunny. Golbat is probably going to be his main Pokemon to bring in, but after a while Golbat is going to get worn down because more likely it's going to be Evolite. So if it's going to be that Evolite bulky set, it's going to be a hassle. Cresco is probably another answer to Mega Lopunny, so I wouldn't be surprised to see either two, but we've got ways and means to deal with both of them. So that's my Mega Lopunny set. After I decided to bring my Tapu Bulu this week with Woodhammer, Sword Stance, Stone Edge, and Substitute. 48 in HP, 252 attack, 204 speed with Giant Nature, 4 in Spadef. I was originally going to have sub on Mega Lopunny, but I figure sub on Bulu might be a bit better with Woodhammer, Stone Edge, Sword Stance. And because when we kind of look at his squad, he's got we could do a bit of damage to him. Woodhammer wrecks the Tapu Fini, wrecks the Mega Gyarados, which I'm very, very happy about. Stone Edge hits the Chandelure, the Golbat, and the Galvantula. So that coverage already is immaculate. And then I feel like we can get a lot of subs off here. I think we can get a sub off on the Galvantula, on the Cradily, on the Crocodile if it's Choice Scarf into something. Potentially on the Doublade as well. I can see us and on the Crest. Crest is a really good Pokemon to set up a sub on. So I feel that we have a lot of Pokemon that we can get subs up against. So I'm very, very happy to bring substitute this week on something, and we're going to bring Bulu for that. Click sub, click sword stance, or see what the situation gives us, and then go from there. I think we should be able to do a good chunk of damage to anything that kind of comes in after that. But taking if the go back gets weakened, go back starts to be weakened, it's not going to be a joy coming in on us, because all of a sudden, like, say we predict the go back to come in, or we go for a sword that's behind the sub, and go back comes in. Swords, Stone Edge, Okos it. Stone Edge without the SD is a 2-hit KO. Oh, sorry, yeah, 2-hit KO. So with the SD, 1-hit KO. Boom, down goes the go back. Simples, really. So that's kind of my main offense here. I'm going to bring this week. I feel like he's got so much offense that if I could just wear him down a little bit and phase him out, Megalopunny and Bulu should be able to kind of clean him up. So that's what I've kind of decided to go with. First things first, I'm bringing my Fabled Florges with Moonblast, Psychic, Magic Coat, and Wish. 252 HP, 180 in defense, Bold Nature, 76 in special attack. Moonblast for the Como O. I was very close to putting Dazzling Gleam on Tapu Bulu, but I really wanted Sword Dance instead, because I wanted something there. I wanted the SD subset, but Dazzling Gleam with the Bulu on that set would have been it would have nearly OHKO'd the Como. So I was close, but I figured we would go with Florges. So I Moonblast basically for stab and for the Como and the Gyarados. I have Psychic for the Golbat. I have Magic Coat here because I believe Galvantula would feel like it could set up a sticky web on us, and I'm not about that life. So I'm going to go for Magic Coat when I see Galvantula coming on us the odd time, and then I'm going to go for Wish. I've Wish there as well, just to be able to heal up our team. No Aromatherapy this week, but I feel like Magic Coat might throw him a little bit. If we can read some hazards going up, I think Magic Coat is definitely going to throw him. So I'm going to go with that. EV wise, actually I should have told you on Bulu that speed allows us to outspeed the Explode. That's what it does. It allows us to outspeed Explode. But the set here on Florges, 252 on HP, it's obvious. 180 defense with the Bold Nature allows us to live a poison, not be 2-hit KO'd by a poison jab from Como O, which is very, very nice. So that means that even if Como gets the Dragon Lance off, we could still, like, if say Como goes to the Dragon Lance, when we bring Florges on a switch, we can still click Moonblast and we still kill. If we're at full health, that is. But we just gotta be careful with when and where we're bringing Florges if we see Como and Mega Gyarados there. So I'm very happy with that. One thing I want to note is actually that Mega Gyarados and Como are going to suffer from 4-move syndrome this week, because Mega Gyarados will probably want D-Dance, Waterfall, Crunch, and or Iron Head and Earthquake. So he's not going to have that like brilliant coverage that he actually so desperately wants. Same with the Como as well. He's going to have to decide, does he want to bring is he going to bring Dragon Dance or Belly Drum, and then the Outrage, Poison Jab, Close Combat kind of deal. So definitely some choices there that he has to make with regards to all of that. Sorry, I desperately need a drink of water. Oh, that's better. But my throat is a little bit at me for some reason. Moving on though, because Fable is going to be kind of my answer to a few of his fairy weaknesses that we see there, and as well as the Pokemon that can kind of take hits off the Chandelure, the Cresselia, the Tapu Fini. But I do have another answer for Tapu Fini, the Cradilly, the Explode, the Crook. You get where I'm coming from here. Crook does very little to us on top of that, which is nice. But next up I'm bringing Wicked our Spiritomb with Toxic, Sucker Punch, Shadow Ball, and Calm Mind. Holding leftovers, so we can get a bit of HP back. 252 HP, 252 defense, Sassy Nature, 4 in attack, so Sucker Punch hits a bit harder. Infiltrator ability. The idea behind this is that if Crest for me is another Pokemon that's going to suffer from 4-move syndrome here. Crest, if he doesn't bring the go back, Crest is going to be his answer to Lopunny. So that means Crest is going to be 252 HP, 252 defense, and it's going to be some it could be a Calm Mind variant. But the moveset is basically going to be Psychic, Moonblast, Calm Mind, or Calm Mind, Moonlight, or Recover, whichever. Or it's going to be Moonblast, Psychic, Recover / Moonlight, and Heal Bell. So it's going to be one of those two things. So he's either going to have a Calm Mind setup, or he's going to have the Heal Bell setup. Now, if it has neither, now it could run neither. See, I think he has to have Psychic and Moon. Has to have Psychic and Moonblast simply because if he doesn't have, if that thing is running Moonblast, then Kalos is just going to sit there and stall it for days. Kalos or Toxapex. So I can see him having the Moonblast, but Spiritomb with the CV set still defeats that Spiritomb, that fully physically defensive Spiritomb. So I was kind of like, yeah, let's rock out with it. So rock out with Toxic, Sucker Punch, Shadow Ball, Common, as I said, Infiltrate ability. So if it's a subset, we could actually get behind the sub and land a Toxic, and therefore you can just sit there behind the sub and have fun with us. Then I have to Calm Mind because I can Calm Mind in front of the Crest, and we can just go off against each other and see who blinks first, kind of deal. Which would be interesting. But and then I have the Sucker Punch there to be able to hit, say, like the likes of the Chandelure, which is a bit frail, doesn't want to take that, and a couple of other things. See, now when Spiritomb does come in, he might want to switch out to Tapu Fini, but I'm hoping that he won't be too keen on doing that the whole time. So we just have to wait and see, see how the battle plays out from there. But pretty much every time I'm going to come in, I'm going to click Toxic on the Cresselia and see what's going to happen. Speaking of Tapu Fini, I do need a switch into Tapu Fini. Now, Bulu does switch in very, very nicely, but I don't want to switch in Bulu on a Skull, let's say. I kind of want to play around and see what Silver is going to be doing for a while first. So that brings us on to Kalos or Toxapex, who can easily come in on the Tapu Fini. Knock off Toxic Spikes, Haste, and Sludge Wave. Knock off because I would like to get rid of whatever item Como is holding, whatever item Crocodile is holding, whatever item Chandelure is holding, and in particular the leftovers on the Tapu Fini, because once that leftovers is gone, the Tapu Fini just cannot recover. Silver's got no, well, no, I don't think, no, Crest can't Wish Pass, so he's got no real way of actually healing up Fini. So when Fini's gone, it's gone, and when the leftovers is being taken away from Fini, it will not be recovering it up. So I'm very happy with having that. Toxic Spikes because I want to put pressure on his team with the Hazard, so I'm bringing Toxic Spikes. The great thing about Toxic Spikes with Tapu Fini is that if Toxic Spikes are on the field and Tapu Fini comes in on them, what happens then is that Tapu Fini gets poisoned before the Misty Terrain gets set. So like Silver Bean might be thinking I can come in here on these Toxic Spikes, no problem, and then boom, gets poisoned, and then we're laughing, we're away with it. Fini all of a sudden is just slowly getting worn down and makes my life a lot more easier. As well as top of that, I want to get poisons off of that different other Pokemon like Como, Mega Gyarados, and as well Golbat can absorb it because he's not a grounded poison type, which is nice. But everything else, you know, I want to get poisoned off. Crest now has Levitate, so it would be immune to the Toxic Spikes, but hence why I'm bringing Toxic on Wicked, so as to smack that Toxic on the Cresselia and be like, boom, you're done. You're on your timer now. I'm bringing Haze after that so I can stop any form of setup, such as the Mega Gyarados or the Como. They think they can set up for me, forget about it. And then I'm bringing the Sludge Wave because I want something to be able to 1v1 Tapu Fini with. So this is my Tapu Fini answer. When Tapu Fini's gone, I'm going to be a happy buddy, because you look at his team outside Tapu Fini, Crest, Golbat, nothing else deals with my Mega Lopunny. And if I can get rid of those three, I'm happy out. Knockoff has me get rid of the Evolites on, say, the Golbat and the Double as well, which is very, very nice. Last but not least, I have Ironside, my Fortress. 252 HP, 252 defense, really lax nature. You guys have a fair idea what's going on here. This thing is just going to be sitting down in front of the Mega Gyarados, in front of the Como, and all that kind of good stuff, and it's just going to sponge hits. That's all it's going to do. Come in, take hits, and just try and wear stuff out. Also going to be a bit of hazard support here, so I have my Stealth Rock, my Rapid Spin for that. Then I'm going to have Volt Spray so I can get a bit of Volt Turn going. And then I'm rocking out a Bug Bite, because if Mega Gyarados is one of those setup variants and is behind the sub or whatever, I don't want Mega Gyarados to go behind the sub of my Fortress and think, oh, I can go for D-Dances for this, I want to kick Bug Bite, and then I'm going to be like, yeah, mate, you don't really have much of a leg to stand on now, because I actually break your sub, and then go for Bug Bite again, and then between Mega Lopunny being able to fake out and stuff, we should be kind of good to go. But yeah, that is the squad I'm going to be bringing today. Hopefully I'll pick up the W. I need a bit of luck this week. I need to get the win. I need one of the 3 teams that are still in the playoff race in my conference to lose. So definitely a lot riding on this one, but hopefully we can pick up the W and we should be good. But yeah, I am going to wrap it up here today, folks. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please click the like button down below for me, especially seeing as that was our last regular season team building episode. If you guys got any comments on today's video, whether it be good, bad, or different, let me know in the comment section down below, including your thoughts on the team, who you think is going to win, and if you got any suggestions as to what you would have done differently for the team. And last but not least, if you want to see more Wexford Wailords action coming away on this channel or more content in general, please smash that subscribe button down below for me and click that bell icon. On that note, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.